It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he stopped immediately there. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They just get the play off. Now Brissett into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Mark 22, Mark 22. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard from 17 yards out. And the Panthers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Away for one, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake, Mayfield. That's to the former Panther, Curtis Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Mayfield off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. One more time with Gibson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, it's Thomas. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Mayfield on play action. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Now the ball comes loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. They go play action. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Brissett. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Fights loose. It's a first down and more for Gibson. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 74 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Another run, this time McCaffrey, able to push his way through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Brissett steps away to his left. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
They run the toss now with Gibson.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Coming up at the half, as we've done all year, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
131 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A handoff for Gibson.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
They'll run with Gibson.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And it's caught. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts
as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. They're going to run this with a tight end.
And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates
taking it in from a yard out.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Brissett's throw complete there to Moore.
Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. 55, Mike 55. I'm coming
Here's Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Flush to his right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
On the move to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Second and 8.
Mayfield to throw it.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Austin. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Hubbard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
47's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 4.
19.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tavon Austin. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Mayfield. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Austin. Tavon Austin, he's going to go.
All you got to do is look and learn. Look and learn, baby.
Touchdown, Carolina. Covered a lot of ground there. 81 yards on the punt return. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack.
Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, what a catch by Samuel. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Brissett now. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the give, this is Hubbard.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Right back to Hubbard.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard.
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find his man, Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield now. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Mayfield on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Gibson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This is Samuels.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Brian Burns getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Thomas brings it in. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Second and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel.
Touchdown, Carolina! Chuba Hubbard, 65 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One last shot from Mayfield here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So